down. You got in there, you broke up the pass. But something you said in your post-game press conference was, you've noticed these tendencies all game, and you didn't know if Reek was, going to get hurt like he did, and you don't ever know when you're actually going to be thrown into the fire like that. But you were taking notes on the sideline, you were taking mental reps. What's that been like so far, kind of, being a rookie, almost kind of starting over and having to kind of take more of those mental reps and kind of get yourself into the game that way?
Right. In my case, like, we have Reek and Devin Witherspoon in front of me, so it's just like the chances that I do get in, I have to be on point. So I think a lot of mental reps and a lot of film study comes into play during that time. Just taking notes all throughout the week and just getting those reps through practice, I think that helps in the game a lot.
Now, I'm going to go back to high school. When I played receiver. When I was in high school, I was a corner. You do everything in high school, right? And I used to love cover two. And I love cover two because I can get physical with the receiver to get my eyes in the backfield and kind of see what's going on there. What's your favorite coverage?
I'll say man-to-man. Just because you get to get hands-on, you ain't got to worry about too much, like this your man and this who you have to guard for the rest of the down. So I'll say man.
All right.
Which cover two isn't bad either.
Yeah.
So.
I like two. You can make it look like man, you know what I'm saying, and rough them up, and then, you know what I'm talking about. So, yeah, I used to love two.
Absolutely.
I used to love when they would run two as a wide receiver. You feel like you're always open in that honey hole for some reason, but then you just get smacked by the safety, so it wasn't always true. Going back to your high school and all that, you're an athlete. You played 3 sports. When did you think that? When did you pick football over everything? When did you know? Because I know you were all-state in baseball as well. You're a good basketball player. How did football become the sport for you?
I would say my junior year when I started collecting offers. Football always been my favorite sport. So like once I started getting offers in high school, like I knew football was the one.
Now, they say you play baseball. A lot of us play baseball, but you played baseball for real. Like, I played, I'm sure you played in high school too, B. If it wasn't a fastball, I wasn't touching it. So what was your off season like? Because, it's hard to juggle all the sports. I'm sure coaches they want you to spend time here and spend time there. How did you juggle being a multi-sport athlete in high school?
Right. It was super busy. I really never got any downtime. And that's kind of how it is now. But just playing all 3 sports, your whole summer was taken up by going to baseball camps, going to football camps, so going to baseball workouts and summer workouts. So it's just like you really have no downtime. So
keeps you busy. I love it.
Yep.
Now, what made you ultimately decide on Auburn?
It was the only SEC school. Well, Ole Miss and Auburn was the only 2 SEC schools to offer me, and Auburn was close to home. I mean, my dad was an Auburn fan, so it was SEC ball. So it was right up the road. So I just took a chance and ran with it.
So back in 2006, you were probably just a baby back then. I played for Washington State. We went out to Auburn, and the culture is just different. And I was telling these guys at dinner, I go, obviously there's 90, 100,000 fans out there, but the grass in Auburn, I mean, it's like anything else. I'm from California, so we played, and then after 3 weeks, it's nothing but dirt at this point. But the grass at Auburn was something so smooth. You fall on it, you're sliding for a while. Just a side note before I ask a football question. What was that Iron Bowl rivalry like, man? It's one of the biggest games in the country every single year.
Right, yeah, it's a crazy rivalry. It's something I grew up watching because, like, in Bama, we have no NFL team, so it's all about college football in Alabama. So that was a super big rivalry, and especially when Bama come to Jordan-Hare in Auburn Stadium, it get real crazy there.
Yeah.
Now, did you follow what Alabama did last weekend? Did you see what happened?
I did.
The big loss to Vandy.
Yeah,
what do you think about that? I know you're probably pretty fired up about that.
I mean, it wasn't Auburn, so I wasn't super fired up, but
all right.
I just like seeing them lose anyway. So
all right. Hey, take me back to kind of the whole process getting ready for the draft. Did you think the Seahawks were a potential team? How all the workouts and everything you did, or was that a kind of a shock on draft day?
It definitely was a shock. I had no clue the Seahawks were going to draft. Of teams that I thought I could potentially go to by talking to them at the Senior Bowl, the Combine. But I never talked to Seattle during the 30 visit or Combine, so it was a super shocker.
How often do you talk to the fam back home? I know it's a long ways away. Have they been up? What's the communication like?
I talk to them every day, especially my parents, my siblings. Any chance I get to talk to them, I talk to them. But
how many brothers and sisters you got?
I got 2 brothers and 1 little sister.
You the oldest?
Yep, by far. My sister is 9. Both of my brothers are 6, so it's a big gap between it. Yeah.
Have they been out to Seattle yet to visit?
They haven't.
Not yet? Do they have any plans to come out?
I'm not sure yet. I'll try to get them out to a game for sure, though.
Nice. So what have you been? What have been your thoughts on the Northwest so far? Being out here in Seattle, has it kind of surprised you? And training camp atmosphere, everything.
Throughout training camp, I mean, the weather was beautiful. Like when I first got drafted, a lot of people were saying like it was gonna be raining a lot. The weather wasn't gonna be too good. But the whole time I've been here, it's been pretty.
It's about to get real right now. I know you feel it. It's about to get real out here, man. What was it like making that play? I believe that was probably your biggest play of your career so far. You seem like a reserved type of person, but we all know ballers hit the field and flip a switch. What do you like when you're out there on the field in your element?
I'll say I'm not a super big trash talker. I just try to do my job to my best ability. As you see, like when I make a play, I get excited, celebrate with my teammates. So it'd be fun.
Yep.
How's the cornerback room been for you so far? And has someone really kind of took you under their wing? Who have you really looked up to as a veteran?
I say all of the guys. Like we bond like super good. I mean, anything I have a question about, I'm always asking the veterans, or anything they see me struggling with, they always pull me to the side and ask me, like, do I need help with anything? They willing to spend extra time with me. So all of the vets been great.
Man, we get to speak to you guys every week, a different player, and we talk to you guys when you're 3-0, and we've spoken to you guys when you're 3-3, and it doesn't seem like anybody has changed at all. Like the focus is still there with this team, the energy is still there. Why is that? Is it the coaching staff, Mike McDonald? What keeps this team so focused?
Right, and I'm glad that you said that, because after practice today, I'm glad like everybody had great energy, great juice. So I think we just continue to try to stack. We know we got a lot of games ahead of us as well, so just try to continue to build. And like I said, we got plenty more time to get more wins. So
yep.
It's I gotta ask this question. I asked every single rookie we talked to this question. We've all had it. I know Bumpus had it. I'll explain mine. It's a welcome to the NFL moment, right? Mine was the first day we ever had pads on. I was in San Diego, and I went over the middle, and I got crushed underneath the chin, and I had like 4 stitches. My very first time getting hit in practice. Have you had, it doesn't have to be a hit, doesn't have to be just kind of like a welcome to the NFL moment, like here I am, wow, I just got kind of humbled a little bit or anything?
Yeah, in training camp, I was in with the Warrens, and I was going against DK Metcalf, and he ran like 3 back-to-back fade routes on me, and it was perfect placement by Gino, and DK was making some DK catches.
DK plays, yeah.
So, yeah.
I would say mine was when I was running up a seam and I had a linebacker running with me. And I'm like, you ain't supposed to be this close. I still had him by a couple steps, but like, you're not supposed to be this close.
Yeah.
Different level there, man. I know you can't tell us too much about, the game plan against Atlanta, but what are you seeing with the Falcons?
I think they're a pretty good, well-rounded football team. Got a great quarterback in Kirk Cousins. They added some weapons with Mooney this year. They got Drake London, which is a pretty good receiver also. So they got some weapons for sure. So it's going to be a good test.
Have you noticed kind of from your first week 1, to now where you're at week 6, just kind of a development or a kind of the, what it's like to be a pro in your preparation to get ready for the games? Has that changed much at all?
I'll say I think I had a pretty good plan like during training camp. So I think that just transpired over to the season, and I've been doing pretty good since.
Well, Nehemiah, we're glad you took time out of your day to hang out with us today. I know you guys got a big week, a long flight back south. You got to say hello to some family and stuff, so we appreciate you, man. Give it up one more time for cornerback Nehemiah Pritchett.
Thank you. Go Hawks.
All right.